What are we doing?
Hello, hi. It's back to Maverick time, and we are going to go look at a Maverick. Two Mavericks, actually.
Well, right now we're going to Little Rock. A gentleman named Jerry has one. He's had it for a few years.
We're gonna go look at a white one, and then we're gonna go to Ojai.
We're in the, what date is it? It's like January 7th or 8th or something like that.
I think it's 9th or 10th.
So it's been 2 months, almost 2 months since your accident.
2 months post D-Day.
Well, yeah, we did
My
that.
arm
We
is
took some
doing
time off.
a lot better.
And then we went to PRI.
Went to PRI, and then we almost died.
So we had about another 3 weeks of where we were incapacitated. This car was found by a guy named Tim that we know. So he recommended this car to us. It's supposed to be all original, and the guy doesn't want too much money for it, but it doesn't have any motor or no trans, just a shell, which is fine.
Which is what we wanted.
The only problem is explain the door situation that Ford decided to do.
It doesn't bother me so much. It bothers him a lot more than it bothers me, but the door handle is just on the bottom of the door for some reason, which is pretty inconvenient. I don't know if that's something that can be switched in the door.
It may be better because we can take the armrest off and it doesn't look weird. So it actually could be better.
Yeah, it might be better. We don't know.
Door latch.
It's like at the very bottom and front of the door.
And it looks like a one from like Fox Body or like a more modern car, whereas yours are part of the armrest where it's got like a more
and it sticks out
latch,
more.
which we'll show in the video when we go there to the car. We're about 5 minutes away.
5 minutes away?
So this one doesn't have basically any rest. It's white with beige interior. And interiors, when I say interior, it's just sitting in it. There's no steering wheel, which is fine. We did not need anything from that too.
We need a shell. That's it. We just need a shell that doesn't have rust. The one in Ojai, I thought it had no rust. Turns out it has a pretty decent patch where some Bondo looks like it fell off, and there's just rust all under it in the quarter panel, which if it was like a fender or a door, that'd be fine. You could just get another fender or door, but we gotta cut the quarter panel out and replace panels, which
we just don't want to deal with that.
It might be worth it if we can get a decent price on it and then get it fixed, but it's so hard to fix a rounded quarter panel and make it look perfect again. And oh, there we go. Bye. It is the car turning.
It doesn't know what to do.
Same thing. So quarter panel it's out of my expertise to do it myself. Like my black car, it had a bunch of rust in it at the bottom of the fenders and the bottom of the doors and the bottom of the quarter panel, but it was just like small holes, and I was able to sand it down and fill it and fix it myself, and that was easy. But replacing a huge, like foot-long piece of the quarter panel is not something I feel comfortable doing. So we'll see. We're gonna go look at both of them today.
They're 120 miles apart. Actually, like 130 miles.
More, yeah.
Little Rock is going to be the perfect spot to find old cars in people's backyard.
Look at it. It's just sitting there. Hello! What you just saw is from the first Maverick that I went and looked at to replace my black car. The new shell, basically. It wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I mean, the only thing I need is a good body, decent body panels, and this thing had so much Bondo on it, it was hard to tell what it would actually look like underneath. We don't know what we would find. And it was an original vinyl top car. And with vinyl top cars, there's a good chance that that whole roof could be rotted out. And I don't want to have to replace the roof of a car. I didn't want to take the risk for the price of that car because the seller definitely didn't want to budge on his price. It just wasn't worth it for me. So after we looked at that car, we drove all the way to Ojai, 120 miles away, to see another car that's somebody that I already knew kind of offered to me on a deal because of everything that was going on. It's in rough shape. I actually actually almost didn't go look at it because he had sent me a picture that day of a huge rust hole in the quarter panel. And it almost made me not go look at it, but I decided to go do it anyways. So we're gonna go look at that now.
He was pissed, probably dealing with a bunch of idiots all day.
They
They're
haven't.
gonna have one for the new truck. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck that.
I was thinking we should just all get into the truck one. Be like, yeah, I got a Ford Maverick.
Yep, park with the Mavericks.
Because I'm sure the Maverick class is going to be right up front next to the Ford booth, and
That's what I was thinking. Was just sign up for the Mavericks.
Seeing the potential of them, but I think this is terrible. Like, why wouldn't they just make one like a
Call it something else.
Yeah, if they're gonna make a truck, call it something else. But if you're gonna make a Maverick, make it.
I mean, it's kind of like a Ranger, but even cheaper, smaller, or something.
I would have been happier if they called the Mach-E a Maverick.
Yeah.
It would make sense because the Maverick was supposed to be like the fuel efficient version of the Mustang, and but
Car.
don't make it a freaking truck.
The whole story's pretty cool. I know, like, my car had original paint, yellow and white, 73, mostly stock. I drove it through high school with everybody called it Pinto,
Yeah.
trying to talk shit, but it's pretty quick. No one had any really fast cars.
It baffles me that like these are the same car as the Vegas. Vegas came with 4 cylinders, came with these. But I'm saying they were obviously
Yeah.
common, you know, where the Vegas was always. Now some of the Cosmos Vegas were pretty fast.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, why would? I mean, these superseded the Mustang because Mustangs.
So like I said, you know, any parts, those bucket seat tracks, those are, you know, I could use them. I have some bucket seats I might put in my car, but still rocking the stock bench.
I have a couple extra of those, like that brace there for the shifter.
For the floor shifter?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't need that. I left the grabber sport lamp switch is still in there.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool, but if you're not going to use that, I'd be into, you know, like I said, trading some parts. I do use these, you know, the crappy 7 1/4 or whatever they are for rollers that I'm either going to scrap or whatever.
That end, yeah. I was
So-
thinking, for some reason I was thinking it was an 8-inch and I was going to keep it
Yeah.
as a spare for the stick shift
Okay.
car. So that one's going to go out eventually.
Right on. Do you use the stock pedals?
Yes.
Okay. I kind of clean it out. If you can, just toss that seat or whatever in the back, so I don't have to get rid of it. But,
We're taking this thing
straight to,
completely
yeah,
apart.
gonna get started on it right away.
Whoa. You're probably over there thinking, man, this is some hillbilly shit, and I'm over here thinking this is the coolest thing ever.
6-finger?
Got a cam in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds better than that blue car.
With the rear seat on and all the extra weight, it like chirps second.
What?
Does that have a camera?
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. It sounds pretty nice.
All right.
You can drive off with it. That's the rear.
Oh, you're... Are these attached? Like, if you kick that side, will this side move or no? Is that shit all done? All there?
About 3 feet. You're good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Go ahead.
You got room on your side?
Yeah.
Not a lot, but it's close over here. that's good. Man, if that thing didn't have that damage right there, I would want that car. Yeah, it's almost worth it to save it.
That's probably good right there. We could just push it. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, sorry if I roosted you.
Oh, that's business.
I think I was gonna do a nice smoky burnout for
No, I
the
like
camera, but it was sinking in the mud earlier, so forgot about the mud in the tread.
That thing's cool.
For sale.
Everything
for
is,
sale.
yeah.
So that's for you.
Thank you. What year is this thing? 73?
This one's 73, yeah.
You're doing great. I'm getting stuck to it. What? I didn't know you stopped. Now we gotta push it uphill.
It's a winch.
Huh?
It's uphill down there.
Oh yeah, I'll give you a steering wheel too if you want. Did you want that one? Grab one.
As you can see, we bought the car from Ojai. It did look a little rough, but the floor pan was 100% good, no rust. The frame had no rust in it. Most of the major body panels had no rust besides the quarter panel, but it did come with a brand new quarter panel, or quarter panel cut off of another car. So hopefully we can just weld that one on there and fix that whole quarter panel so it's not a problem anymore. We only really need the shell and the frame, so I think we got it. I really appreciate you guys watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one in Michigan.
How to unload new Maverick.